What's up guys, Rui here and welcome back to the channel. After making fashion content for about 3 years now, just as much as a lot of things have changed, so have my personal style since then. And I feel like I'm at the point whereby I do want to change things around in my wardrobe. Therefore, seeing that I've done a couple of videos regarding wardrobe building in the past, I feel like this is a good time and opportunity to use myself as an example to show you guys how to approach building your wardrobe if you are new to fashion or currently transitioning into a different style like myself. Again, I have to emphasize this is not the golden rule, nor is it the only way on how to build a wardrobe. I'm just kind of showing you guys how I am approaching it, and there are many other ways out there. So feel free to kind of just watch this video and cherry pick what you like and implement it into your own methods when you are building your wardrobe. But before we continue to further into today's video, it'd be very much appreciated if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, as it really does help me out a long way. Also, if you guys are feeling generous and want to help support the channel in a much bigger way, I do have a Patreon page whereby at its lowest tier, it is only $1 a month. And all of it will go into helping me to pick up new filming equipment so that I can continue to improve the qualities of the videos for y'all, as well as helping to keep the lights on this channel. My main goal has always been to create a consistent atemporal style across my wardrobe. This to me is far more interesting compared to having to chase after the latest trends, whereby I will need to constantly update my wardrobe just to keep up. While some may argue and say that having a set style limits and confines your creativity when it comes to dressing up, I kind of look at it as a sort of craft, whereby in order to create something that's uniquely beautiful, it requires a lot of knowledge and experience, and this could only be gained through dedicating your time developing it. One thing I found common among some of my favorite dresses on Instagram is, besides being amazing at playing around with textures and silhouette, there's also this sense of effortlessness in the way they dress, and I feel a lot of this is contributed towards their effort in honing in a particular look, which gives them a lot of knowledge on how to work with pieces. Hence, prior to even thinking of picking up anything new, let's first try to understand the basic fundamentals of a wardrobe. Now, breaking it down into 3 different sections, I kind of like to look at mine as this one big machine, whereby in order for it to function properly, all these different sections need to complement and work together in order to form a consistent look. The first is your basics, not to be confused with essentials. Basics are your simple pieces like t-shirts, tank tops, and sweaters, which are the building blocks and foundation for most outfits. Personally, I like to keep my basics very monotone and stick to more neutral colors so that I can easily incorporate them into any outfit. I feel like one of the biggest misconceptions is that you need to have all these amazing pieces in order to build a good outfit, but most times, even with basics that focuses on silhouette and quality, you are still able to create good looking fits. In terms of where I usually get my basics, I still find Uniqlo continues to carry some of the best in terms of price to quality. The second section consists of statement pieces, and to put it simply, I would categorize any piece that helps to elevate or add additional visual element into an outfit to fall in this section. And finally, we have accessories, which are basically items that provide the final touch towards an outfit. This can vary from smaller items like rings and necklaces to bigger stuff such as bags and footwear. That is why I feel it has helped me a lot to be able to identify what sort of style I like very early on, as it kind of creates a template that will help to guide me through my wardrobe building process. However, I understand finding a personal style doesn't come right away. It requires a lot of trial and error to see what works and what doesn't, but ultimately it should be something that does resonate with you as a person and not just because everyone is wearing it or it's just the latest trend. One piece of advice that I could share based off my experience is do not rush or force the process of developing your personal style. We all tend to go through different phases of life which affects our interest in things, and these all ultimately help to shape our style as a whole. It may end up being a mixture of different things, but with enough time and experience, I believe as you explore more, you will naturally develop a sense of style that's able to express your individuality. I myself have gone through multiple different phases when it comes to my fashion style. From 2012 K fashion to the whole 2015 hypebeast era, and only within the past couple of years I have kind of found a home within technical wear. This is also right around the time I started this channel, and it has been a style that I've been trying to learn a lot about. And while primarily for me it is still technical wear, I found myself kind of starting to move more away from the idea of a pure tech wear outfit. While I still really love the aesthetic of something like an acronym uniform, I'm more interested in the idea of mixing the aesthetic of technical wear with kind of more everyday minimalist avant-garde pieces. Something about the aggressiveness pattern of technical wear paired with a more calming silhouette creates this really beautiful balance in an outfit for me. If you're still unsure or in search of a style that you like, with how accessible the internet is, there are a ton of sources that you can rely on for absolutely free. But I feel as of right now, Instagram is still one of the best places for me. Following accounts like community pages is a great way to expose yourself to a certain style really quickly, as these pages help to curate outfits from the community of the particular style. From here, try and learn more about what other people are wearing and expose yourself to some of the brands as well, and this will really help you to understand the style so much better. Now that the groundwork has been laid out, the next step that I like to take is decluttering. Now, depending on your wardrobe situation, you may want to skip this, but for me, I really like it just because it helps me to assess the current state of my wardrobe as well as what I am working with much better. It also helps to keep my wardrobe in a much more manageable state and not just filled with clothes I barely wear, especially when I am switching my style up a little more. Hence, for me, this is a good time to start clearing out pieces that are worn out or just things I no longer wear. Parting ways with clothes can be difficult, but in my opinion, there is not much point in keeping something that you don't see yourself wearing. Hence, it's much better to try and sell them and reinvest back into the pieces that will help you achieve the wardrobe you want. A good indication for me to reevaluate if something stays in my wardrobe for me is if I constantly find myself choosing other pieces rather than said piece. This is just a very good indication for me to let it go. Now, there are a ton of reasons as to why you no longer wear a piece, but one particular factor for me that's very important is the fit. A very good example in my case is this Goopy Mate jacket. You guys know how much I love this brand, and as much as this is such a beautiful piece, it really pains me to say that I do not wear it much, simply because it doesn't fit me well. And if you want to pick up some pieces that I'm letting go, then head over to my second IG account, Rui.marketplace, where you can find everything that I'm currently selling. So if you are interested, the links can be found down below in the description box. One of the best things that have helped me out tremendously in my fashion journey is the implementation of uniforms. Now, this is something that I truly stand by so incredibly much because it has simplified the way I approach fashion as a whole in general. The concept of uniform implies the idea of having a particular outfit that you consistently wear on a frequent basis. While there's no exact blueprint as to what makes a good uniform, as this highly varies from person to person, in general, a good uniform is based on effectiveness. Essentially, you want to have a particular outfit that you could quickly put together without much thought process, while knowing that on any day it still looks good on you. I think uniforms are especially helpful for those who are just starting out, as inevitably you don't have many pieces to work with. Hence, by nailing down your basics and creating a simple uniform template that focuses more on the fit and silhouette, this will set a good foundation. And as you continue to build your wardrobe around it, there will come a point whereby your wardrobe naturally comes together, opening up many more possibilities to come up with newer outfits. Furthermore, as a person who loves the idea of a capsule wardrobe, having uniforms allows me to keep my wardrobe footprint small, as I basically only wear the same few pieces with some variation depending on the occasion. While some may think of it as being really boring, I actually really like it because not only does it save me a lot of time dressing up, but more importantly, it allows me to focus more on quality pieces instead of quantity. If you are having trouble coming up with a uniform, you can always start from your most worn pieces in your wardrobe and build around it. However, if you are thinking of picking up something new, me personally, I would invest in a really good bottom wear first, as I feel like it's a piece that will basically work with any basics out there, as well as it completely changes the tone of an outfit. That is why currently the uniform that I've been wearing for the past year consists of my acronym P30A paired with an oversized boxy t-shirt. This is an outfit I know can never go wrong. Also, because I do live in a hot climate country, I have a secondary outfit whereby I would just swap the P30A with the SP29. If you're still not convinced by the idea of uniforms, just take a look at Rick Owens, the absolute living legend himself. During his house tour he did for Vogue, we got to see his wardrobe and the whole thing could literally just fit inside a cabin suitcase. According to him, when he finds out an outfit that he likes, he pretty much just sticks to it and wears it for a couple of years. Now, to many extent, Ayrton himself, whom we all highly admire, does have a rather consistent uniform look in the way he dresses as well. For a good period of time, the P30A and either the LA6B or some sort of black shirt is a combo that you could find him in frequently. The last and final step is going to be somewhat of a long process because at this stage it's all about picking up and upgrading pieces that will allow me to further develop and fine-tune my personal style. Now, I've talked a lot about my daily uniform, and while it's an outfit that looks good on its own, there are still a lot of possibilities and room for improvement to further improve the aesthetic of it. In fact, prior to my SP29 pickup, for the longest time these Fork Essential shorts were sort of the only shorts I own, and it's definitely one of the weakest part of my wardrobe, and I have been looking to upgrade it for a very long time. Besides being a great pair of loungewear shorts, it doesn't really hold up when I want to dress it up a little more. That is why when I finally did pick up the SP29M, it opened up a whole lot more possibility for my wardrobe, and it's definitely a piece that has helped me to upgrade my overall aesthetic. Furthermore, as I am starting to incorporate a different style into my wardrobe, you will definitely be seeing me picking up more pieces outside the realm of technical wear in the future, and I can't wait to showcase more of the look that I'm trying to create here. As to what pieces I will be getting, I am currently focusing on accessories, but in general, I do sort of go on a rotation on the type of clothes in order to keep my wardrobe well balanced. Finally, when it comes to this stage, the metaphor "it's a marathon and not a sprint" truly holds up a lot here, because just as much as my personal style has changed over time, the entire fashion landscape will change and evolve as well. Therefore, there truly is not much benefit in terms of wanting to rush through picking up all these sort of different pieces, because you never know what you will come across in the future or what new pieces will be released. In addition to that, it's always good to hold up, because you never know when a good sales will come by, which will save you a good chunk of money. And this is basically how I'm looking to rebuild my wardrobe. And apologies if this video does feel all over the place. I feel like the entire time I'm having a lot of trouble trying to present my thoughts properly in this video. But nevertheless, I do hope that there is something that you guys can take away from it. As mentioned in the beginning of this video, developing your personal style is going to be a process that requires a lot of experimentation and searching, which doesn't happen overnight. And if I could leave you with one piece of advice, it would be fashion is not a competition, therefore learn to take things slow. Reality is there's always going to be someone who will have better outfits or pieces than you, but it should never be used as something to compare yourself with. Getting inspired by someone and competing is two very different things. And know that at the end of the day, fashion is just another form of expression or hobby for the vast majority of us and nothing more. That is all I have for today's video. If you have found it useful or if you did enjoy watching it, then please do consider to give it a thumbs up. And once again, if you guys are new to the channel or just haven't been subscribed yet, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button down below, as it's these little things that really does help to push the channel out to more people. That's all I have for today's video. Please do stay safe out there, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.